Cool, cool. All right, we'll get it synced up for everybody on YouTube. We're live on Twitch right now, Mob Psycho episode 8. I've been told this is going to be a pretty good episode. We're going to go ahead and crank these out, and then Patreon members, I'll have Avatar up for you guys tomorrow on Sunday as well. And yeah, not really much more to discuss. Let's just go ahead and get into it. We're 2 seconds in. Everybody that's here in Twitch land right now, I think we got like 10 or 12. OIE Day, Ben Meyer, King Bio, Nova Beast, Xavier, Tamak. Let's do it. Pressing play, 2 seconds in, right now. Audio is off. Shit, I'm pretty sure I could put full HD video and audio of Mob Psycho, and YouTube is going to be fine. If I even say the word Avatar, I'm getting copyrighted. He's got a UFO shirt. What the hell? All of his emotions and shit. Okay. I don't know what that was supposed to symbolize there. Oh, I think I could get away with a lot for Avatar. I mean, a lot for Mob Psycho. I think I've slipped up 3 or 4 times, leaving like 30 to a minute's worth of audio in. I've got no warnings, no nothing. Like, so you guys can see the brightness I have right now. This is what I do for all my videos. This is what I do for, what I was doing for Hunter x Hunter, what I would do for Avatar. Not even that. What I would do for Hunter x Hunter and Avatar and stuff, I'd usually put it right here. You see how bright that is? This is what I've been doing for Avatar. This is what I have it at for Avatar. You see how dark that shit is? And they're just not having it. They're actively not having it. I think it's got to be manual. Somebody's got to be combing through it manually, but who knows? Who really knows? Alright. Let's do it, let's do it. I've been told the episode's pretty good, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think it is something to do with Netflix. I think it is something to do with Netflix since it's, on that kind of platform and that kind of stuff. Alright, let's do it. It probably does. And since it's like an American like cartoon and all, yeah. Holy shit. He's got an army ready to ride for him. He has an army ready to ride. She said 700 members. I haven't heard anything about the Legend of Korra, but maybe. What up, Fail Adam? I was about to say, she should just set something up where it's like, Mop, can I talk to you? Could we, like, can we go eat after school? There's something I want to talk to you about. And she's got, like, the whole, cult there waiting to see him. Oh Lord. Just so they can get a shot of him. What? Yeah, he needs to do it this time. He needs to do it now. Yeah, anything that piggybacks off of a previous anime, if it doesn't come out like an absolute banger, it's always going to be compared to the original. Bro, he's not going to just get physically better in a week. Would he use his powers? No way he uses it on the race, right? People that run marathons are actually wild. People that like willingly run marathons are wild. Okay. Little training montage. Reagan's pretty great. He's a piece of shit, but he's pretty great. I want to know if Ritsu's been training in the dark and shit. I ran track for a little bit. It was the worst though, because even if you did sprinters, they still made you run long distance, which I mean makes sense to like get your endurance up. But like I was just wanting to run the 100. Doesn't mean I want to run 400s as training as well. They should do sprinting marathons for like the general public. Why can't you just like get the general public somewhere and have them run 100-meter dashes? You got time for marathons. Yeah, last season we got really into Ritsu's like mindset and thought process and what he was struggling with. This has all been mob development. Oh shit. Okay, there he is. Finally. Oh, is that his chick? Is that the girl? The one on the right? No, of course they break it up into groups. It is the girl. It is the girl. All right, that is her. Oh hell. She's fidgety as fuck. Why are we giving relationship advice to middle schoolers and he's paying for this shit? Is that like illegal or can you be giving minors? Who knows? Maybe, I guess so. She's gonna see pictures of Mob on the wall. She's gonna see pictures of Mob. She's gonna see him. She's gonna see him. She's gonna see him. There's one right there. This person I like is someone from another school. Nah. Shit. Because the whole reason for this race is for her. And Reagan's over here giving her advice to go hook up with somebody else. Man, don't trust these girls, I'm telling you. Or she lied. Oh, it's actually somebody she actually does like. Okay, okay. Hmm. And even though all this is still great, I'm still wanting the claw development stuff. So I'm still waiting for that. Will he use his powers or not? What kind of fake tree bullshit was that? Now they are they just waiting to get pictures of him, or they're waiting to see him and also see him use abilities? They just want to confirm pick. Okay, I thought they wanted to see him. I thought the reason the girl was coming to him, she wanted him to win. and she knew that he couldn't win like as he is. So for him to win, he would have to use his abilities. And if he uses his abilities and they're there seeing it as well, then it'll just be like double confirmation. But they just want to see him. He got the shoes on. Yeah. Okay, so she just wants to win to up his status. She doesn't want him to win to therefore have to use his powers, because we know he can't win. He's not going to win as is. But if he uses his abilities, he gets to win. The cult gets to see him. They get to see him use his ability. It's they need to start that public 100-meter dashes. Oh shit. Oh, are they going to do this because the last time he fell in the opening he used his abilities, or because he felt pain and emotion, or is that why we saw that opening thing? I mean, yeah, he put all that hard work in, but let's be serious, sometimes hard work doesn't overdo talent no matter how much work you put in, unfortunately. That's real life. You have people that are talented, you have people that are hardworking. Sometimes no matter how hard you work, this person that's more talented than you that might not ever even put in any work, they're still going to be better than you. Now, if you take talent and hard work, then it's, you know. Yeah, I've seen Rock Lee. It's also not real life, but I've seen Rock Lee. Rock Lee still didn't win though, unfortunately. She was cheering for him, and she stopped. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I'm saying. Rock Lee, I think, works harder than Naruto and Sasuke, who just are naturally demigods reincarnated with OP abilities and was given a beast. He's never going to be stronger than them, unfortunately. Yeah. He's going to have to use his powers, but he won't do that. So how do we do this? How do we get in the top 10? Because he's physically not going to be able to do it. So what do we do here? Does Dimple take over? Does Mob use his abilities just from the emotion and pain and... Or is he just going to subconsciously his... Don't tell me we didn't even finish. Or did his... What? Did he push himself so far that his powers took over and he won, or what? What just happened? Did he just faint? What the did he I'm guessing we just straight up passed out, right? So he never made it to the finish line or got in the top 10, and they've been sitting there waiting. Shit. Yeah, Rock Lee was a wasted character. Let's not even get... Everybody in Naruto Shippuden that wasn't named Sasuke or Naruto was a wasted character, let's be real. That's sad. Rock Lee never had any major battles. He got one, and he lost. Everything else was him with Neji and Tenten. Wow, so he just straight up lost. I thought the reason they showed us And he's not even home. He's not even home. Fuck. How do they know where he lived? Yeah, but there was a factor he didn't put into his equation. This fire wasn't a house fire. There, I was about to say this. He's over here thinking like it was a house fire, and the family could have made it out. Ritsu has psychic abilities. That yeah, yeah. Not gonna be dead bodies in there, right? Or what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. That's that's not real. Fuck. That's not real. Oh God. Oh, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. The way Dimple reacted was enough, I guess, confirmation. Seeing that meter just shoot past 100. That's not real. I mean, who else could it be? Here's the yeah. Ain't no Reagan gonna come in and talk that man down off the ledge. Um. Okay, so I just moved it to episode 9. Yeah, that's what was wild. Is like we just took the dial from we just went from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. Like with everything that's been going on this season. I've been talking about like this season's great. I'm loving Mob Psycho, but like we haven't really like gone. We've been getting Mob like mental development. He's really like finding himself and getting in those adolescent years. But like as far as plot is going, that we ended off season 1 with like the Claw. Like that seems to be the antagonist of the story. We're 8 episodes in of a 13 episode, with not a season 3 confirmed. I'm like, when are we gonna? And we see them in the opening. Here's the thing, though. I don't know who those people are that are burned. He flashed his father, his mother, and Reagan and Ritsu before his eyes. I don't think it's actually going to be his family that's burned, because in the opening we do see Ritsu, Hanizawa, Reagan, Mob, and Dimple all kind of, fighting together. And we haven't seen that yet. So yeah, openings could be a bit spoilerish. Um, but I at least Ritsu. I don't think Ritsu is involved in whoever this is that's actually burned here. Um, um, I don't think that's actually his brother in that fire. Could his parents be? Yes, because there's no confirmation. But at least in the opening, they showed us Ritsu fighting alongside Mob and Reagan and Dimple. So I don't know who these burned people are. In the moment, right there in that moment, in the way Dimple reacted, it made me think, holy shit, those are his parents, like actually burned. But I don't know the tone of Mob Psycho, the show. It just has never come across as that, like, it just doesn't come across as, regardless of how I try to explain it, I don't think those are his parents or his brother that are there burned dead. Sadly, who is that? Or is it even a real person? Could it have been something there just because they're looking for Mob? And they're like, all right, how can we, trigger this kid? Let's just toss some random bodies in. Are those even real bodies? Who knows? But if I had to put money on it right now, I don't think those are actually his parents. If those are his parents, the anime literally took a hard right turn. But I will say the opening makes me believe that at least his brother is not dead, because we do see his brother fighting with them. Could those be his parents? Yes. Do I think those are his parents? No, just because this anime has never set that tone. Because then, like, thinking about it, this isn't like this isn't a Hunter x Hunter or a Naruto or Attack on Titan type world where you've just got like orphaned kids running around and the world's always at war and there's villages and like X, Y, and Z kids are out there just on their own, like Dragon Ball. Like, this, they go to school, they're in a regular neighborhood. I just don't see how you take Mob's parents out. And if you do, how do you how does Mob ever come back from this mentally? You will never put that power back inside the box if his parents are really dead. It'll never happen. Just how we saw, like, Hanizawa on his power trips thinking he's better than everyone, he just uses his powers. I feel like if you get close to Mob and even say anything to him, he'll just esper your head clean off. But yeah, let me look at the chat. I wanted to get all that out before. I haven't looked at the chat. Yeah, you wanted Claw. Here comes Claw. Best episode of the show. That ending always gives me. That ending was some shit. That last two, the whole ending from him showing up. Yeah, like you're like untrained into it. Wouldn't be that hard to find them with the resources they have. They know what they look like. They know what his brother looks like. I'm sure with whatever power. Not even resources as far as like money or connections, just their powers. I won't be surprised if they have an Esper that can somehow, pinpoint people if they've seen them before or have enough description or, something like that. The ending was wild. The ending was wild. And seeing, because, they always show us the number slowly ticking and then it hits it. And then sometimes they'll show us the question marks. But it just skyrocketed. When you see cartoons and you see a thermometer and the thermometer shoots up and it spits out the top of the thermometer and keeps going? That's what that power just reminded me of. One of the best anime cliffhangers. Isn't it crazy how normal? That's when the episode was so normal. The whole season has been normal, minus that like those one or two episodes where Mob had to like mentally overcome. The kid comes out. Yeah, the kid just shows up. Subverting anime openings have so much spoiler. Yeah, I would say had I had not seen the opening, you could convince me that his brother and family is dead. 100% dead. Even though it'd be hard pressed to fully convince me just because we've never seen anything like that in this show ever. Even when Reagan, when I was like, oh shit, he's dead. Not only is he not dead, he's going to be the what's the word? He's going to be the savior of this whole thing. So we had that going. We had that Reagan fake out. And it's always been trying to, like, the show's always been trying to make Mob, like, he can be accepted, he can be normal, he can be liked without having to use his abilities. So to just delete that man's family, well, he will never go back to how he was. And it's always been about Mob like mentally making his own decisions and being able to, be normal. This will never make him normal again. So I don't think his family is actually dead. If anything, maybe his father and mother, but even that'll be too much, I think, to put him back in the box. It's possible, like the Claw member Esper in season 1 that does illusions. Yeah, it could be. I think it's illusions because I don't think they're going to be randomly throwing in dead bodies of like random people. That's still dark as fuck. There could be illusions. The one thing they did is to pretend to kill one of the twins. Yeah. They could just. I don't know what they're specifically looking for. If they're looking for Mob, because they've been looking for strong, kid Espers. And maybe that boy remembered, oh, there's these two brothers that were pretty strong, and they used whatever resources they had to find them. And they were like, oh, Mob's not home. We know he's the stronger one. How can we get him to come find us? Let's stage, a death. Yeah. They were already tracking Ritsu down in season 1. Here's the thing though, like I don't know how they track them. Do they just hear stories of like supernatural things happening and they're like, "Oh, let's go hang around this area for a while." And they kind of see it happening again and they just kind of like pin down, incident after incident after incident, or it wouldn't be surprising me if they have like a Charles Xavier type Esper user that can kind of like pinpoint, connect, that type of thing. My favorite shot is easily Mob biting down his teeth. Yeah. Sho is interested in Ritsu. Yeah. So it'll be here's my thing of like, I don't know, even if he was disappointed in Mob, I think they just still want access to all of them, so we'll just take him. That was great though. That was absolutely great. I actually want to watch that end shot again one more time. It was oh, they're actually going to show us here at the beginning. The music, the art and animation, and then Dimple's reaction took it to another level. It still would have been just as fucked up, and everything. It still would have been just as fucked up had Mob been there by himself, walked in. But to add that like that dramatic screaming in the back of like, Mob, look away, don't do it, with the music and with the animation was just it was great. It was great. I'm not even gonna chop this up. We're just gonna go straight into it. Because I need to kind of see what happens. Yo, Fail Adam, I appreciate the follow, sir. Yeah, Dimple's reaction really like that shit was whew. Okay. Let's we're gonna jump right into it. Iowade, Ben Meyer, Fail Adam, Nova Beast, Untrained Ninja, everybody that's in here. You guys let me know if you're synced up and ready, and we can press start. That was some shit though. Best yeah, I got it down. I just had to get it. I just had to get the name down a couple more times. I'm trying to think what was more cliffhanger. That what just happened, or when we thought Reagan was dead. What do I think? I want to say at the time, probably Reagan, given the circumstances of like his brother's about to be killed in front of him. Hanizawa, one of his friends, is about to be killed. He's got Reagan over here trying to be like, Mob, don't do it. You don't have to be that person that uses their powers. Mob doesn't know what to do, and then Mob's thinking about like, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta protect. I gotta do this. I gotta protect. And then Ritsu and Reagan's like, no, don't, and you don't have to. And then he gets cut down in front of him. That alone, like just all the circumstances that was going, like they came there to rescue his brother. Emotions are already on tilt. He sees his brother over here struggling, probably about to be killed. Somebody that he's like made a friendship with about to be killed. His master in front of him, chopped down in front of his eyes. All that going on as he's been trying to suppress, and it's just a lot. That was some shit then. Here though, this was just unexpected. I will say that me seeing the opening kind of spoiled a little bit of like my emotions of like, hold on now, there's absolutely no way. But I say there's no way only because this anime has never set that kind of tone. This hasn't been like a Demon Slayer episode 1 where you're like, oh, so that's the tone we're going with. Or Attack on Titan, like, oh, I get it. This is what we're actually doing. Mob Psycho has been more One Punch Man than, the other animes I've listed as far as, like comedic relief, it gets serious, but it's not like that deep. But like Mob Psycho, like emotion wise and like character development, everything, One Punch Man is here. Mob Psycho's like way up here. So Mob Psycho could take that. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it there. My predictions. And then so adding this in, this just came out of nowhere. Like it was a lighthearted episode. We were just hanging out, and like the last 2 minutes, oh my gosh, there's a fire, and he just walks in. You're just like, this had more shock factor than what happened with Ritsu. This was just shock, complete shock. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think this is what Ninja and Ben Meyer were saying. You could say this is more emotional, and this was more impactful, just because the switch that was flipped in the Ritsu, and when Reagan got cut down, it had been building and building. We're like, oh shit, is Mob gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Did that just happen? What is he gonna do? It was like suspenseful. This was just straight like jump scare, shock, two different like type of emotions. When Reagan got cut down and his brother was struggling about to die and Hanazawa was there and Mob was struggling with like, do I do it, do I not? That like we had seen that building. We're like, oh shit, is he gonna do it? And then he gets cut down. It's like, oh my god, this is it. This is that anime, that moment where the main character completely flips. And even then, it was like quickly subverted to like it was not. This was just complete shock factor, complete jump scare. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. We're 1 second in on episode 9, pressing play right now. Okay. Okay, that was quickly. Okay. Every. Oh my god. Thank you. Yeah, because what would have just happened? I think the whole planet would have been in jeopardy. Okay. Easy, simple. Whew, that's done. Obsession, 100%. Hmm. Holy shit, he's his own damn UAV system just fucking pinpointed their ass. Opening? Okay. Alright. Right? Imagine having to watch this weekly. That's what I always think when I was watching like Hunter x Hunter and other things. Imagine having to wait a week, or imagine having to wait between seasons. Hmm. Alright, Dimple. Okay, luckily that's been squashed. Here's the thing though. I think that had to be squashed. I think that had to be put to bed right there. Because had Mob been able to, like, wander under the impression that his brother and parents were dead, just end the show. Just end it. He's going to instantly Hakai Thanos snap in 0.5 seconds anybody he comes across. Just end the story. Like, just get it over with. Oh, right. If this, imagine that was the end of the season. Like, that was the end of season 2? Hmm. Yeah, see, the reason I wasn't, like, too worried about Ritsu was because in this exchange here, we see him fighting right here. We see them right there. So that was one of the opening giveaways, which like sometimes it's, don't watch openings. But there's no way you could yeah, I agree that his family being suddenly murdered wouldn't really match the tone or the point of the show with Mob. Yeah, it wouldn't. If anything, all the development that they put through the first 8 episodes would have been shattered. Mob's going to be too OP. Nobody can touch him. He can take all the claw. Even if there's 100 of them, he's going to touch them and delete them all at once. It'd just be ridiculous. Oh god, they're coming for everybody. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I've been waiting for this. It took us 9 episodes, but we're here. 9 episodes, and we only got 4 left. Mob, tell me we shake that shit off. Tell me we shake that shit off. This is the guy, this is the mob I want to see. That's not going to do anything. His voice is recognizable. I can't tell who it is. Yeah, they've made... Go get the other one. Damn it. We didn't get any information. Oh god, he's going to sit there and wait. Oh god. Wait, what? Former Claw. Former Claw. He thinks they're still... Yeah. Put the car back down. Oh god. Wait, I know he disbanded the division, but did they not just go regroup back up with the master and like learn how to not get beat up again, or like... Oh, so the whole 7th division is saying fuck it. Oh, I thought they all just kind of like, went back. Oh, I didn't know they just said fluff it, we're done. I thought the Claw members just went back. Maybe they got punished, but... I didn't know they, just kind of disbanded and said fluff it. 100%. Yeah, what the hell's going on? Left the claw after being annihilated by a group of middle school kids. I thought they would have gone back with some like loyalty or something. They still think Reagan's. Oh wow. Oh, so they've had to kind of hide. Reagan, you offer nothing. Yeah. So I got a text message from my mom. Is it gonna be some hilarious reason? Yeah. Yeah, he can talk him down, but the same thing, it's like he has to be protected, or Dimple has to. I think the best thing would have to be Dimple take his body over. That's the best chance they have. You can't babysit him. He's not fine. He's not fine. We didn't get confirmation that that man's fine. Yeah, Minecraft. Nice. Are they waterboarding his ass? Jesus. Going around the world to scout for Palparis, and he said he finally had all the soldiers he needed. Jesus. It's actually. What the fuck? I don't know how they rank to the regular claw members. I'm guessing stronger, but at the end of the day, I think it's still going to come down to Mob having to take. Oh, well, there he is. I still think it's going to be Mob having to do the most slash get rid of majority of them. So his son, did he go to capture Ritsu and the parents, or did he go to warn them and give them safety? Or what is he hacking the? Okay. The ability to infiltrate and control any kind of system dealing with electronic devices or waves. Eh. It's pretty much he's going to be no good on the battlefield. This is when that cult is gonna see a Mob finally, finally appear. That's so crazy how we went from 0 to 100 back to 0. Jesus. That's wild. Now his parents are just out enjoying a 5-star vacation. Jesus. Mm. In Japan, the number of policemen and military personnel who have guns, roughly 600,000. Seems like a lot of fodder people are gonna die. That dude's gripping me out. Okay, so now he's got his own people trying to start a revolt. Okay, so is this even going to turn into a battle? Does the boss have some overriding power that can stop all of this, or what? Wow. So the government already had some, like, Esper users in the house? I'm hoping the boss has some, like, overriding power that we don't. What the. Okay. Shit. Is that his son? Yeah. Okay, good. So I don't have to learn a bunch of upper division level names and who's who and what they do. We only need to learn 5. Yeah, it's just the redhead kid, right? Was that not referring to the right name, I'm guessing? Oh god, they didn't even see it. They have phones and stuff though. Oh shit. His voice sounds like Sasuke's. Yeah, he sounded exactly like Sasuke. So he loses his ability to see, but he actually gained the foresight. Classic storytelling. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. So his, what did we say Hanazawa's Esper ability were again? He's got like an emitter power where he can just kind of turn things into things that he wants. I forgot what Hanazawa's he copies powers. Okay. So he's got some like Kakashi shit going on. Ooh, nice. Oh fuck. How'd he get in? How did he get in? I know he could teleport, so that is that how he went through there so easily, or shit? I guess he could teleport through. I didn't know how tight that barrier was that he could actually like get in there. You know, I want to go back and watch that whole exchange again. That was actually pretty good. We don't get like much Esper stuff this season, so let me read the chat real quick. So he copies powers. Um, so he teleports. I didn't think there was enough room for him to actually like get in there. Let me check that again. So Hanizawa copies people's abilities. So is any so all the abilities that we see though, are they copies or he still I mean, I'm guessing it's like Kakashi. He can copy abilities, but he can still do his own thing, right? He's got to the things he copies, does he have to see them? Um yeah. Does he have to see the abilities? I don't know like what's his and what isn't and what he's created and what he hasn't. Does it even matter? Should I really even dive that much into it? I don't know. Um, because we've seen him like he made his like tie into this like kinetic blade. We've seen the whips. The fire explosions were his, right? He took those explosions from the guy that came to get him from his house. Yeah, he took the pyro ability from the guy he fought. He took the whips from the guy that he and Mob waterboarded in season 1 yet. So he took the whips. I'm trying to think everything that he put on Mob though. Did he do anything to Mob besides like sharpen his tie, or was everything else just like psychic Esper punches and kicks and just power? Let me go back and watch this again. Just raw power. Okay, everything. Yeah. The explosion was from the guy that just kidnapped him. The air whips is from the guy that they tortured in the first season. And then the explosion again, that's the same thing from the guy that just showed up. Anything that involves teleportation and stuff like that is always broken as shit. Because see, he thinks it's super speed, which you could say it's super speed. Okay, so he made the barrier there. I thought the barrier was like body tight, but I guess it's not because he has a prime minister in there with him. I thought the barrier was like this is my arm, and the barrier's like I don't even want to do this here. The barrier is like this much off my skin. Like that's how tight down my body it is. That's what I thought the barrier was. So I'm like, how the hell did he get in there? Even if he could teleport, there's like, where are you going? You know. Um. Oh, so the explosion was from. So who knows? We know he's just copying everything. Have we seen anything that Hanazawa has done that is actually his and his own? You guys have to let me know on that. Um. Anything with teleportation and moving through time is broken as fuck. So he doesn't have the ability to see, but he can predict people's. So he has a little bit of foresight, kind of like Night Eye, in My Hero Academia, and he also has the ability to teleport. The thing is, there's only 4 episodes left, so I don't want to like head canon theory dive too far into people's abilities when they might all be destroyed and deleted and killed in the next 4 episodes. I don't know if like going into season 3 or whatever it is after this in the manga still involves the claw. Do we fully delete, disband, and just remove the claw altogether in these next 4 episodes? Because I don't want to dive into people's abilities and what the restrictions could be on that. What does it really mean if Mob is going to delete them in 1 second? You know. Um. So and then the other things we got from this episode. Let me move this over here. The Japanese government seems to be aware of espers. I don't know how they came across being aware of because just over time they've had espers maybe in their ranks and they knew this could be a threat. Who knows how they got in league to work with other esper users. But yeah, I saw it being overthrown. I'm like, okay, this shit is gonna go easy. His own upper echelon is fighting each other. It's just gonna be a bunch of grunts, and we know they're not very powerful. But it looks like he has 5 in his commit. We saw the guy with the umbrella. I don't know if we really saw what his ability was all that well. We saw the enhancer, like Uvo Bisky type dude. The telekinetic, not the telekinetic. Is that what we're calling him? The guy that teleports. I don't know what the barriers on his ability are. Does he have to know you're there to be able to predict what your movements are going to be? Does he kind of get a sensor internally? Anybody around him he can start predicting? Yeah, we saw the umbrella guy coming as well, and he got out of there. Yeah, with the guy that teleports, does he just have foresight of himself? So he knows like, oh, someone's gonna show up to fight me in 10 minutes, and I know what they're going to do, like Night Eye type stuff. Or does he have to speak to the person to like lock on to them to then like see what they're going to do? I don't know how that power works. Um, oh yeah, and the plant guy, the plant, the teleport, the umbrella, the muscle, and boss. Did we see? Hold on, we can actually scroll back here real quick. Where was that at? Okay, so the big dude, the big guy, the guy that this is the one that was able to take over any electrical type things, right? 2. The umbrella, the plant guy 3. Oh, and he makes 5. No, he doesn't make 5 because we had the teleport person, and they hadn't shown us the teleport person yet in this shot. There's only 4 here, then him. I don't think we're counting him as the 5. We're counting this teleport guy as the other 5. Yeah, we just finished the last episode. Um, yeah, the hacker. That's it. Um, yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it because Mob Psycho hasn't been one of those like Hunter x Hunter Naruto type things where like, oh, your ability can do this, but it's countered by this, and who can do what. How his foresight prediction ability works? Does he have to meet the person first, speak to them? Can he just walk up? Can he walk up in a crowd of 100 people and then just start predicting their movements? Does there has to be something, that happens beforehand? I have absolutely no idea. Mob Psycho has never been that deep with its abilities. It usually just shows us somebody, puts their ability on the screen, and then we keep going from there. But usually everybody in here this is kind of like the One Punch Man syndrome, where like you don't want to get too deep and too invested into like any characters or any villains, because even though they have these crazy abilities, when Saitama fights them, they're going to be deleted within that same episode. So it's like, why dive in and try to, see what the abilities really are when they're not going to, last for too long. So even though I think his premonition ability and the teleport is pretty dope, I kind of want to know how it works. I'm not going to do that to my mental when there's 4 episodes left, and if the claw is permanently wiped out in the next 4 episodes, I'm not going to dive in to find out how each person's able to do every ability. But yeah, so we haven't seen the boss. So of the 5, there's a big muscle dude, the plant, which I'm guessing maybe does he create and control plants? I don't know. The umbrella, which I didn't really get to see what his ability were. The electronic, and then the one that teleports. And then the boss's abilities as well. So we're still waiting on those. Were you talking about Hunter x Hunter and Mob in the beginning? They're great for different reasons. Yeah, I'm really, I'm enjoying this a lot. I need to see how it ends. Has there been, yeah, Mob's been pretty great. I've had no complaints with Mob Psycho. I really haven't. Has there been a confirmation? Has there been a confirmation that there will be a season 3? I know there hasn't been a date, but has there been confirmation, or does it end off kind of like Hunter x Hunter does, where like, oh, where it ends, if it was never to come back, it's still a good ending? Or does it end in a place that like this needs to be continued? So there hasn't been confirmation that there will be one, and there's been no date. So there's been no word of a season 3 at all. So it does end in a good place. But didn't it just come out? Didn't this season came out in what, 2018, 2019? When did season 2 come out? 2019. Oh, okay. It's not like the season 2 came out in 2016, 2017. There's been nowhere. It just came out. 2020 was a crazy year. I wouldn't be surprised by mid 2021 or the end of 2021 we have some word of Mob Psycho season 3, 2022, 2023, I think. So yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, okay. So nothing to freak out about. Yeah, could very well be we hear something next year of. I mean, it's mid-October, so that's not too bad. Any other questions, guys? Gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner and get to moving on some things. Yeah, Mob's been great. How was it when it originally came out? How were the episodes? Were they pretty, were a lot of people reacting to them and watching? Was there a lot of buzz, like Twitter buzz? Were people talking about it? Was it really out there, or was it kind of like underrated? Was it like the My Heroes and Dragon Balls when like the end of episode 8 right there? Was that like trending on Twitter? Was it crazy? Was it out there? Were people freaking out? Or was it kind of like if you've been watching Mob, you talked about it with other people that watch Mob, or was it like really like, widespread? People on Facebook, Twitter, like, what the fuck? People were going nuts. It was a bit underrated, but episode 8 was crazy. I say it was a little bit underrated. Not as popular as stuff like yeah, it's probably not as popular as My Hero. And again, My Hero and other animes they get away with being able to really promote themselves with character designs and flashy colors and all those type of things. Mob, to me, I mean, the color that they do for the kinetic Esper type stuff, I think it looks great, but like promotion wise, what's really gonna stand unless you're someone that watch, you're like, oh, that's Mob Psycho. I'd love a Mob Psycho like sticker or pop or figurine or poster, but like it doesn't pop to where you see like Naruto colors and My Hero and those type of things. So marketing and things like that could be a little hindrance. Not as popular as the My Hero stuff. It was nowhere near the 21 stuff. It wasn't really trending much. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe it'll kind of pick up as it goes, but you can kind of see that. Yeah, I don't. My Hero fell off, but I talk about that enough. I don't want to keep beating that dead horse. At least season 4 did. We'll see what season 5 next year has to offer. Might be the art style for people that turn it away. Yeah. Same thing with One Punch Man. Like One Punch Man, even though you'll get introduced to some crazy color scheme monsters and characters are in character in a 30 episodes between two seasons. In these type of shows where like the main character's so OP and there's no continuing like you can get a crazy character design. They're on screen for 5 minutes and they're deleted by the end of the episode and we never see them again. You can't sell that, you know. That's gonna make people more about the art style that turns people. But I actually, yeah, the art's pretty, it's basic, but like when it ramps up, like the opening for that first episode of season one, it's still like one of the best like color schemes that I've seen. Yeah, yeah, it's easier. My Hero Academia is very easy to market and sell, and heroes, and typical storylines, and all that type of stuff. Some aspects and things just sell better, and My Hero is one of those things that really sells, and I think is easier for people to get on board with and watch and enjoy the storyline and the colors and the characters. They've got strong female characters as well. Like, besides Mob, you could like Reagan. He's funny. He says funny things and all those type of things. But there's not like what are the secondary characters here? You could like Ritsu and Hanizawa, but like they don't get that much. So it's like it's just Mob, and you can't really sell Mob as himself just on face value. I think once you get in and watch, you're like, oh wow, this is great. But like, if you showed me like a picture of posters like Mob, Attack on Titan, My Hero, Naruto, and stuff, you're gonna gravitate towards the My Hero and the Naruto's just off of posters and images and designs and stuff alone. Hunter x Hunter does. You could say Hunter x Hunter is underrated. Well, I would say across people that are in anime, like they watch, like they keep up with it. They're watching all the new ones that come out, not just the popular ones. It's not underrated, but I feel like to the surface base person, that's like, how anime's been picking up like crazy over the last 5 years, and it wasn't like that. There's a lot of people that don't get into Hunter x Hunter unless it's like suggested to them. But I feel like when people like get into anime, it's easy to start with like the Naruto. I feel like that's like the basic, like everyone like, just start with Naruto. Like everyone just starts there. And I feel like Naruto, it's easy piggyback into, well, go watch My Hero. Those two I feel like are easy transitions for people that have never watched anime to get into. So I could see Hunter x Hunter not being as like mainstream, but like Hunter x Hunter to us, it's popular. We know like people consider it the greatest, that they've ever had. But I feel like the general person, like if you ask them like, oh, have you heard of Naruto? Like, yeah, I know Naruto and Dragon Ball. That's Goku. Like they could recognize those things. The average person has no idea who Gon is. That type of thing. You love the art style, especially. Yeah, I like the Mob art style. Hunter x Hunter is rated super highly. It's the number 2 anime on the rating sites, but it didn't air on Toonami back in the early days. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for the typical Western viewer, it wasn't on the Toonami or the Cartoon Networks or things like that. So even like Hunter x Hunter to the anime community is, very high. People have it as their favorite, top 2, top 3. People say it's the best writing, etc., etc. For the random person like walking on the street, they might not know what that is, but they would be able to recognize like Naruto or Goku and things like that. Yeah, that's a good distinction. For people in the know, Hunter x Hunter is super praised, but among the casual, normal people, yeah, it's not as known as Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like when people get into anime, I feel like it's easy. It's easy to pick up and understand and like Naruto, Dragon Ball, My Hero, Demon Slayer. It's easy to get into those. Um, but it just varies person to person. By the way, after this Death Note, will you be doing? Uh, is there a preference? Is there a preference with Death Note, subbed or dubbed? I'll I want to when I stream, because I'm going to do Death Note the same way we're doing um Mob. We're going to be streaming it like 2 episodes, spitting them out, spitting them out. Um, if I could do English dubbed, but it also had subtitles, that would be best because it's easier for me to have English dub and them just speaking English in my ear, and I can interact with chat. And I want to have the subtitles so that people that are watching it on YouTube, they can get the subtitles and read along. I can hear it in English and read along, and I can interact with chat. But it's rare. I really can't find anything that allows me to put subtitles even though it's in English dubbed. So, what is a Jujutsu? And then any more questions here that you guys have, and we'll just probably going to get off in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So anything you guys want to talk about, discuss, we can. I don't know if I've ever even heard of that. I think someone mentioned it, but you can Google it real quick. Oh, it's a new. Oh, yeah. That's right. People were telling me about that. I haven't heard any kind of word about it. I think once we finish Mob Psycho, I'm going to take suggestions again because we're going to jump in the Death Note right when this is done. We're going to be done next week. So this time next week we'll be done with Mob Psycho. How many Death Note episodes? 30 or so? 37 episodes, so that won't take very long. If we're cranking out 4 episodes a week like we did here. But we'll want to have something set up again as we're going. So once we start Death Note, we'll put up another poll and suggestions, and we'll have that on the suggestion list. I can't think of anything else that's been suggested at the moment. It was Mob Psycho and it was Death Note. After that, I can't remember any kind of like high praising, votes. But we'll just get new selections and kind of vote and go from there. Oh, the Death Note is on Netflix, so you can do dub with the subtitles. Perfect. Death Note is on Netflix. Is it? Let's check. Let's do a quick peek. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, that'll be good. Then yeah, I can do the same way I do with Avatar. I can have I can do English dubbed with the subtitles so people on YouTube can keep along. I can also read chat and listen. That'll be good. People did say about Berserk. That's true. Just true. People did say Berserk too as well. What was the other one? What's the anime that the Hunter x Hunter author did that people say is better than Hunter x Hunter if you prefer more action over story? No, not Yu Yu Hakusho. Is it Yu Yu Hakusho? Is that the? I mean, I don't know. You guys don't know more than me. It's got slideshow animation, but it's great character drama. People compare it to Vinland Saga, but I think it's way better. Oh, the new one, the Jujutsu, is that the one you're saying is slideshow animation? Yu Yu Hakusho, okay. Yeah. Most people say Death Note will be, by the end of this month, we'll be starting Death Note by the end of this month. I would say, so next week we'll be done with Mob Psycho. I'll probably take the week off of the 19th before we add anything new, just so I can stay on top of Avatar and the Hunter x Hunter. But the week of the 27th, so the week of Halloween is probably when we'll be on Death Note, so not too far. Oh, Berserk has the slideshow animation. Hunter x Hunter is way better written than Yu Yu Hakusho, but if you like stuff like DBZ, I think Yu Yu Hakusho is a better written show. Yeah. That's what people have said to me. They're saying that they think the writing in Hunter x Hunter is better, but for the people that have told me that they prefer Yu Yu Hakusho over Hunter x Hunter, it's the people that prefer more action. So I don't think people have told me that the writing is comparable, but if you prefer more action, you might like that more than Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. I'm trying to. The thing is, like, I follow so many people on YouTube. Well, I actually don't follow that many people on YouTube, but I get tagged, not tagged in things, but like things come up with my suggestions, and I follow people on Twitter that talk about. So I see like Death Note jokes made and stuff all the time with characters' names, but I don't know who they are or what they do. But like, I don't think I've been spoiled on anything as far as anything like that. I think I know a character called Light, I think. And what's the other character? I don't know, but that's the only, like, I see running jokes with like that character's name all the time on Twitter and YouTube, but I don't know who they are, what they do, what they look like, or anything like that. Yeah, people that I saw prefer action prefer the Yu Yu Hakusho over Hunter x Hunter. Don't read comment. To be honest, I don't know if you've done if you love Yu Yu Hakusho, but it'd be interesting to see what you think about it compared to Hunter x Hunter. How many? Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Netflix. Ninja, they told me that it's on Netflix, so I should be able to do dubbed and subtitles. So hopefully we'll see. Because you can put closed caption on Netflix in general. So if Death Note is in English on Netflix, I'll be able to put closed captions. So I think they have that for everything on Netflix. How many episodes is Yu Yu Hakusho? How many we're talking here? We'll take a couple more questions. We're gonna go ahead and ride on out. Got to get dinner going. Got to get Avatar reacted to and put up for tomorrow. And things like that. Whew, 112. Yeesh. That is a big commitment. I'll have to take a vote on it because we'll have to see if it's worth it. We'll really have to see if it's worth it. 112 is a lot. I mean, that's just like revving back up for Hunter x Hunter all over again. That's a big commitment. We'll have to kind of see. And then I want to try some things with my Avatar reactions. What I want to try to do with my Avatar reactions, not Avatar, Attack on Titan. If you do watch Berserk, it's best to do it after Hunter x Hunter since the manga goes way past the anime, and it's also yeah. We'll start when we start Death Note. I think we're just gonna stay with that because by the time we get into Death Note, like really get into it, and then we'll have like 10 chapters left of Hunter x Hunter, and we'll be, I think, halfway of Avatar. Attack on Titan will be starting. So I think at the same time we'll be having Hunter x Hunter chapters, Attack on Titan double a week, Death Note double a week, and Attack on Titan will be starting. I feel like that's a good enough on my plate to not like overstep or fall behind or anything like that. But we'll take votes for things, and if people want to see Yu Yu Hakusho, we'll do the Yu Yu Hakusho. They want to see Berserk, we'll do Berserk. We'll just kind of go from there. I know with I think with the Attack on Titan, what I want to do is put full length reactions, kind of like we always do, how the screen is faded out. Put the full length reactions on Patreon, like a week early. But like when the episode drops, I want to try to edit it with 100% visibility. I don't know if I want to add any audio. If I do add audio, I want to make it real low. I think what I want to try to do is just put 100% visibility with the 10-minute timer and try that. And then put the full length on Patreon. And then probably like a day before the next. So like episode 1 comes out, YouTube has the 10-minute highlight, Patreon has the full reaction. The day before the next episode comes out, episode 2, I'll take the full reaction and put it on YouTube and then kind of keep that pace as we go. We'll try it for at least one, see if we can get away with it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Hajime no Ippo, people said that as well, and Karuka no Basket and some things like that. Avatar's good. We're still in those early phases of like fleshing characters out. Like I said, it's kind of like the Pokemon vibes where we're just bouncing around doing different things, but we're trying to get to a certain place as we bounce around. So we're kind of waiting to see how it plays out. Yeah. So we're waiting for it. Avatar's been getting a lot of praise. I think it should be okay, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. Any further questions? Appreciate everybody that's been riding here the whole time. Iowade, Ben Meyer, Coconut King, Nova Beast, the Untrained Ninja. Anybody else that we saw that was typing earlier that we didn't see? Fail Adam for the follow today. Appreciate that as well. The 12th chairman. I know you showed up right when we finished both episodes, but I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, I think that's it. Appreciate everybody coming out. This will go up. I think I'm gonna put this up on Tuesday. On YouTube. Yeah, and please, guys, please say a prayer tonight that the Lakers win this game tomorrow. Because all I'm gonna say is, if we don't win tomorrow, when do they play again? When's the next time you guys will see me in a live reaction if we were to lose tomorrow? They don't play till Tuesday. My Hunter x Hunter reaction that Patreon members will see Monday, that you guys will see on Friday if you're watching this on YouTube, I will be a nervous wreck, an absolute wreck. So please, Lakers, let's handle this. Win it tomorrow. Let's do it, and we'll go from there. Appreciate everybody in Twitch chat coming out. Yeah, if you guys aren't able to make the streams or you feel like you're showing up late, just follow the stream. Just go to the stream should be in my YouTube description box. Follow it. Follow me on Twitter or YouTube if you're already here. I'm going to post it on the community page a couple hours before. All that kind of stuff. If the Lakers, I'm just putting this out there right now. If the Lakers win Sunday, if the Lakers win on Sunday, I will be streaming on Tuesday. If the Lakers do not win tomorrow, I will not be streaming on Tuesday. So we're either going to be streaming Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those 2 days, followed, notifications on, all that kind of stuff, so you could be here for that. We'll go from there. Appreciate everybody in chat. YouTube, y'all take it easy. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. Always.